How many bones are present in a normal adult human body?
206.
Approximately how many bones are present in a newborn baby?
270.
Which is the longest bone in the human body?
Femur.
Which is the smallest bone in the human body?
Stapes.
Which is the strongest bone in the human body?
Femur.
Which bone is commonly known as the collarbone?
Clavicle.
Which bone is commonly known as the shoulder blade?
Scapula.
Which bone forms the forehead?
Frontal.
Which bone forms the back of the skull?
Occipital.
The vertebral column primarily protects which organ?
Spinal cord.
How many vertebrae are present in the human vertebral column?
33.
How many cervical vertebrae are present in humans?
7.
How many thoracic vertebrae are present in humans?
12.
How many lumbar vertebrae are present in humans?
5.
How many pairs of ribs are present in humans?
12.
Which bone protects the heart and lungs?
Rib cage.
Which bone is known as the kneecap?
Patella.
Which bone is called the shin bone?
Tibia.
Which bone lies parallel to the tibia?
Fibula.
Which is the longest and strongest bone of the upper limb?
Humerus.
Which bone is located on the thumb side of the forearm?
Radius.
Which bone is located on the little finger side of the forearm?
Ulna.
Which bone forms the upper jaw?
Maxilla.
Which bone is the only movable bone of the skull?
Mandible.
Which part of the skeleton includes the skull vertebral column and rib cage?
Axial skeleton.
Which part of the skeleton includes the limbs and girdles?
Appendicular skeleton.
How many bones are present in the axial skeleton?
80.
How many bones are present in the appendicular skeleton?
126.
How many bones are present in the human skull?
22.
How many bones are present in the facial skeleton?
14.
Which bone forms the lower jaw?
Mandible.
Which bone forms the cheek prominence?
Zygomatic.
Which bone protects the brain?
Skull.
Which bone is commonly called the breastbone?
Sternum.
How many pairs of floating ribs are present in humans?
2.
How many pairs of true ribs are present in humans?
7.
How many pairs of false ribs are present in humans?
3.
Which bone connects the upper limb to the trunk?
Clavicle.
Which is the largest flat bone in the human body?
Hip bone.
Which is the largest sesamoid bone in the human body?
Patella.
Which bone is commonly called the thigh bone?
Femur.
Which bone supports most of the body weight in the lower leg?
Tibia.
Which bone does not articulate with any other bone?
Hyoid.
The hyoid bone is located in which region?
Neck.
Which bone helps in speech and swallowing?
Hyoid.
Which tissue connects bone to bone?
Ligament.
Which tissue connects muscle to bone?
Tendon.
Which tissue provides flexible support at joints?
Cartilage.
Which mineral is most abundant in bones?
Calcium.
Which vitamin is essential for proper calcium absorption and healthy bones?
Vitamin D.
What is the primary function of the skeletal system?
Support and protection.
Which bone protects the heart?
Rib cage.
Which bone protects the lungs?
Rib cage.
Which bone contains the foramen magnum?
Occipital.
How many carpal bones are present in one hand?
8.
How many metacarpal bones are present in one hand?
5.
How many phalanges are present in one hand?
14.
How many tarsal bones are present in one foot?
7.
How many metatarsal bones are present in one foot?
5.
How many phalanges are present in one foot?
14.
Which bone forms the heel?
Calcaneus.
Which is the largest tarsal bone?
Calcaneus.
Which bone articulates with the tibia to form the ankle joint?
Talus.
What type of tissue forms the hard framework of the body?
Bone.
What is the outer covering of a bone called?
Periosteum.
Which part of a long bone contains yellow bone marrow in adults?
Diaphysis.
Which part of a long bone is mainly composed of compact bone?
Diaphysis.
Where is red bone marrow mainly found in adults?
Spongy bone.
What is the main function of red bone marrow?
Produce blood cells.
What is the primary function of yellow bone marrow?
Fat storage.
Which cells are responsible for bone formation?
Osteoblasts.
Which cells break down old bone tissue?
Osteoclasts.
Which cells maintain mature bone tissue?
Osteocytes.
Which type of bone tissue is dense and strong?
Compact bone.
Which type of bone tissue contains many small spaces?
Spongy bone.
Which type of joint allows movement in only one plane?
Hinge joint.
Which joint is found in the elbow?
Hinge joint.
Which joint is found in the knee?
Hinge joint.
Which joint is present in the shoulder?
Ball and socket joint.
Which joint is present in the hip?
Ball and socket joint.
Which joint allows the greatest range of movement?
Ball and socket joint.
Which joint is present between the atlas and axis vertebrae?
Pivot joint.
Which joint allows rotation of the head?
Pivot joint.
Which type of joint is present between the skull bones?
Fixed joint.
Which joint is found between the wrist bones?
Gliding joint.
Which joint is found between the ankle bones?
Gliding joint.
Which joint is present at the base of the thumb?
Saddle joint.
Which joint is commonly found in the fingers?
Hinge joint.
Which structure reduces friction inside a synovial joint?
Synovial fluid.
Which membrane produces synovial fluid?
Synovial membrane.
What is the main function of synovial fluid?
Reduce friction.
Which structure covers the ends of bones in movable joints?
Articular cartilage.
Which type of cartilage is found at the ends of long bones?
Hyaline cartilage.
What is the main function of cartilage?
Provide flexible support.
Which mineral gives bones most of their hardness?
Calcium phosphate.
What is the process of bone formation called?
Ossification.
Which hormone helps regulate blood calcium levels and bone metabolism?
Parathyroid hormone.
Which vitamin deficiency commonly causes rickets in children?
Vitamin D.
Which disease causes bones to become weak and porous?
Osteoporosis.
Which disorder is characterized by inflammation of the joints?
Arthritis.
Which disease softens bones in adults due to vitamin D deficiency?
Osteomalacia.
Which disease mainly affects children due to vitamin D deficiency?
Rickets.
Which disorder causes sideways curvature of the vertebral column?
Scoliosis.
Which disorder causes excessive outward curvature of the upper back?
Kyphosis.
Which disorder causes excessive inward curvature of the lower back?
Lordosis.
What is a fracture?
Break in a bone.
Which type of fracture does not break the skin?
Closed fracture.
Which type of fracture breaks the bone into several pieces?
Comminuted fracture.
Which type of fracture is common in children due to flexible bones?
Green stick fracture.
Which cells first help repair a fractured bone by forming new bone tissue?
Osteoblasts.
Which mineral is stored in the greatest quantity in bones?
Calcium.
Bones act as a storage site mainly for which minerals?
Calcium and phosphorus.
Which system works closely with muscles to produce body movement?
Skeletal system.
Which bone protects the spinal cord?
Vertebral column.
Which bone forms the central part of the rib cage?
Sternum.
Which type of bone is the femur?
Long bone.
Which type of bone is the patella?
Sesamoid bone.
Which type of bone is the sternum?
Flat bone.
Which type of bone is a vertebra?
Irregular bone.
Which body system provides support, protection, and shape to the body?
Skeletal system.